Camuto San Miguel, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna start our toughest day of climbing. And our... Buenos días.
Un momento. ¿Es de café?
Sí, por favor.
And after today, all the climbing's a piece of cake. That's what we're gonna tell ourselves. It's always good to start off the day by petting a loving dog. Go. Well, we're leaving Camundo San Miguel, I'm pretty sure, and headed the 1.5 miles or so on this very interesting road back to Camundo San Jose, where this Miguel is off route. So that was a detour. We've had quite a few detours on the ride. And this is, you saw it yesterday, this is quite something, this road. So today's our biggest day of climbing in the whole ride, I think, for me, anyway, with the middle 2 sections that I'm doing. And I know this day has more climbing than anything on the Cape Loop, I'm pretty sure. But the good thing about that is that San Javier is the reward at the end, a place I'm very familiar with and like a lot. I go there because I like it a lot, my car. And so that's one thing. And the other thing is that this is the biggest day, so after this, everything will be easier. And plus, after this, there'll only be 250 miles to home. So it's cool and windy. Hopefully we have a tailwind. Big climbs with a big headwind are not fun. So see you later in the day. Probably I'll be pushing. Anyway, see you then. Sounds like a motorcycle coming up from behind. Maybe a quad. get them all right. Yeah, I said it's alright.
What about that wind that's going to blow us all the way to San Antonio?
Did you check the wind today? Is it going to be tailwind?
Yeah, it's supposed to be northwest.
Good.
And for the next few days.
Perfecto. How much you got?
Plus my leather.
Yep. Buenos dias.
Oh, yes.
Mission San Jose de Comundo. about a mile or two out of town. Yee-hee. I'm remembering this road now. It's coming back to me. It's gonna be lots of pushing for old Phil. George be riding. I don't know if you can see him. That's Adam up there pushing. George is down there somewhere, still riding. Last time I saw him, he won't be able to ride all this, I don't think. I've been on and off pushing, but I think I'm pushing to the top now. Ooh-wee, what a workout this ride is. Whew. Lunchtime. was bumpy earlier. I couldn't get the camera going. Had to hold on for dear life. Well, this ain't good. I was just coming down this road and went over a rock and punched a hole in my tire. It was leaking at the rim and in this hole. So, not good. We'll see. Alright, so you will have seen my other video and a bunch of pictures that George took, but I gashed my sidewall of my tire, big old hole. We stitched it up. I had a needle and thread, but a straight needle and cotton thread. George had, and neither of us have ever done this repair before. He watched it on YouTube. I didn't even do that. He had a curved needle and Dyneema thread and super glue, which I didn't know was part of the equation. I stitched it up. We barely got his super glue back to life. Glued the outside. Put all the rest of my sealant in there. Pumped it up and rode. Pumped it up and rode, pumped it up and rode, pumped it up and rode. Put a plug in it. Pumped it up and rode. Pumped it up and rode. And it's leaking so slowly that I've gone about, I think I've gone about 4 miles without putting air in. And we're on course. The last part of this stretch is on this pavement on the road to Mission San Javier. My favorite mission. This is our biggest day on the ride, and then this happened. We have seemed successfully done a roadside major repair on a tire. We'll see what I do about it. I can't think about that right now. There's no bike shop here, of course, and there might not be any replacement tires anywhere for hundreds of miles. But the point is, get to where we're going tonight. It's pretty late. I think it's probably, I don't know, around 4. We only have a few miles to go, mostly downhill. So, quite a day. Our biggest climbing day. And our biggest mechanical of the 3 of us. Connor had a bigger mechanical, but we weren't with him. Or at least I wasn't. So when we're rolling into town, it's beautiful, so I'll turn the camera back on. And wish me luck that we get there without having to put air in or blowing out the stitches. Yeah, my dry cleaning, childhood, and Marlin spike seamanship, I think, came in handy. George was watching me stitch. He said, "I can't believe you've never done this before." I said, "Well, I have sewed before, just not a tire." Sidewall of a freaking tire. Oh my God. What an adventure! Ba-ba-da! It's gonna take more than that. Can't keep filthy Felipe and George down. See ya. Cheers. Alright. We are rolling into San Javier. Tires holding up.
Nice.
Uh-huh. Did you see the mission?
Yeah.
Hi there. I like dogs. Oh.
Hola.
Hola. Buenas tardes. Oh, it's okay. Hey, hey, hey. It's okay.
Okay.
Hi.
See?
They're drinking over here or over there?
Over there.
Oh.
Calvin for you, bud.
Thank you. See? What a momento, because I just got one from him. Yes. Well. Some what? I think so, yeah. Oh, the Baja dogs. They're the best. Those two aggressive dogs after a river crossing come chase you. They're the most aggressive dogs I've seen on the ride so far.
Thank you that you chased them away.
Yeah, I know that.
Thank you.
I know that you're worried about dogs, so.
River crossing.